What's up guys, I'm Kel, Red Zone Rogue, and welcome to the 5th episode of the Grimm Alice Showdown. In this weekly Force of Will series, I crack open a pack of one of every set from the Alice Cluster and the Grimm Cluster, and we will find out what is the best card in each pack, and then what is the best card overall to determine who wins this week's episode of the Grimm Alice Showdown. Right now we have a tie. Alice Cluster 2 points, Grimm Cluster 2 points. We are in the final stretch, halfway point. Who will take the lead in this episode, the Alice Cluster or the Grimm Cluster? I know I slurred that, but I'm not re-editing. Let's just do it. Keep going. So for today's pack opening, I'm going to alternate Grimm Cluster and Alice Cluster. So this is going to be the first time I'm going to do some alternation. I think I'm going to start off with the Crimson Moon's Fairy Tale and then do Seven Kings of the Lands and then, you know, so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's start it off with the Crimson Moon's Fairy Tale. Alright, starting off with a Stone Bowl of Buddha. Interesting. Got a Silver Bullet. Murderous Snowman. I just love the art. Look at that fucking guy. We have a Pumpkin Witch. Pumpkin Witch is a amazing card, though it is currently banned. I would say that's probably the best card so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to disqualify it because it's banned. Probably not. Elvish Priest is a fantastic card, but not as good as Pumpkin Witch. Voice of the False God. Knight of Loyalty. Ooh. Juliet the Hope is looking very, very shiny. This is a super rare, I believe. Yeah, looks very nice. Not as good as Pumpkin Witch, but still looks very cool. We have a Magic Stone of Light, and then we have a Fina, the Silver Player. I like this card quite a bit. It's I have 4 of in my Wanderer Elves list. She pumps up all your elves 400, and she has another ability with Christy. You can read it there if you'd like. I'm not going to go into it too much because Pumpkin Witch is the clear winner for this pack. Next up, we have the Alice Cluster with the 7 Kings of the Lands. Alright, so we got a Soulless Soldier who looks awesome. He looks really cool. Alice's Little Guardian. Necromancy of the Undead Lord. Herald of the Beast Lady. Familiar of the Primogenitor. Or Familiar of Primogenitor, I suppose. Imitation Dragon. Endless Night. That's the... Never mind. I was going to say Endless Night was the best card, but Artemis the God's Bow is a fantastic card. All the zero cost regalia are great. And Artemis the God's Bow is one of the better ones. So yeah, easy pick so far. We have Fire Magic Stone. We have a full art Maribel, the Steel Doll. Wow, nice. I mean, just in terms of rarity and probably monetary worth, Maribel is the better one. But, I mean, Artemis is just the straight up better card. They're both really good, but Artemis is better. So, yep, going with Artemis. Alright, now we're back to the Grimm Cluster with the Castle of Heaven and 2 towers. Let's, fingers crossed for a booty cat. We have Beowulf, the Blazing Wolf. Beowulf was totally not a wolf. Jump to the Sky. Rena, the Girl with Nothing. Has great art. Wolf in the Sky. Ebony Devils, probably the best card in this pack. We have Elder Things with Cthulhu. Looks gnarly, dude. Look at that gnarly ass Cthulhu. Sacred Scepter of Exorcism. We got a Humpty Dumpty. Oh, Humpty Dump. I'm not actually sure what he does. I know he's a super rare. Let's see. He's 800 for 3. You can pay a water, banish this card, reveal the top card of your main deck with a resonator, put it onto your field, otherwise into your graveyard. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like it. Suck it, Ebony Devil. I don't think this is going to win the overall. I mean, these 2 cards are clearly better, but this is a sweet card. So I will say that it's the best card so far. Magic Stone of Water, and then we got a... Oh, okay. How do you pronounce this? Alhaber, the Tower of Despair. It's pretty cool. It's like this, an addition that has this continue effect. Kind of cool, but I'm gonna go with Humpty Dumpty. He's got a sweet effect. I like it. I mean, neither of these cards is gonna beat these 2, so just for the funsies, let's do the Humpty Dumpty. Swing it back at the Alice Cluster with the Twilight Wanderer. At the Alice Cluster? To the Alice Cluster. You know what I mean. Alright, starting off with the Flame Sprite. I like Flame Sprite. I don't think it's too bad. Alice's little supply force. Progenitor Demon. He looks gnarly. Look at that. Familiar of Refrain, Mechanical Sprite, Dance of Shadows. Alright, that's the best card so far. People actually use it in decks and stuff. This is the Beast Queen's Guardian. We got, jeez, who's birth with these impossible to read names. Vedfolnir, Eraser of Wind. Nah, the Dance of Shadows is better, even though this is our rare. We have a, foil Levitine, the Demon Sword. And then after that we have a Drop of Yggdrasil. Okay, Levitine, I mean... banned in like everything now. Yeah, it's easily Windmill Slam pick Levitine. It's just a busted ass card. It's like Artemis Artemis is good, but Levitine is like a whole other level of busted ass brokenness. I mean, we got 2 banned cards here so far. Might just come down to which one of these banned cards is better. Anyway, let's move on. Back to the Grimm Cluster with the Moon Priestess returns. There's some sweet stuff in here. Let's see if we can get it. Got the Exceed or Exceed of Light, however the hell you say that. Shantak, Spawn a Blazer, Yellow Sign, Joyful Bird Catcher, I like the little hair. Familiar of Holy Wind, amazing card. We have a Shining Trapezohedron as a rare. Not as good as the Familiar of Holy Wind, though this is, I think it's a Cthulhu card. Yeah, Cthulhu's, you know, they all get pumped up and you can do some other stuff, but Familiar is so much better. Magic Stone of Flame, Tsukiyomi the Moon City, and Wiseman of Winds. I love this card. This is a great elf card. 800, 600 for 2. It's one of the best static creatures in the entire game, but Familiar of Holy Wind is, I mean, I'm sorry, I love Wiseman, I love the art. I love it in my elf deck, but this is clearly the pick. Next up is the Moonlit Savior from the Alice Cluster. Alright, so we got Servant to the Sacred Moon. Awesome art, not a great card. Veteran Master, Memory of Flame. Nightshade, totally looks like the knight from Demon Souls. I mean, or any of the Souls games, but specifically Demon Souls, like the fluted helmet. Puppet Soldier, Shining Strike, Valentina's Resistance. We have Keeper of the Present, Verdani as the rare. We have a foil Wind Magic Stone, and then a foil Blessing of Athena. This pack was not great. I mean, Shining Strike's pretty good if I remember right. Choose one, rest target Resonator, draw a card, or rest target get Resonator, draw a card, choose the second. Fuck it. Let's just go with this one. Yeah, it's the rare. Has sweet art. Has kind of like a unique remove from the card, remove from the area effect type deal. I mean, I could go for the Dark Souls looking guy just because he's the Dark Souls guy, but let's go with this. Yeah, why not? I mean, none of these cards are going to win, so might as well just pick this one because it looks cool. Alright, back to the Grimm Cluster with the Millennia of Ages. Totally the best set of all time. I'm not being hyperbolic and, you know, meaning the opposite of what I said. Let's just do it. Got some Dank Pulse. Got Moon Incarnation, Ghost Flame, Temporal Spell of Millennia, Mount Immortal. He's got a big old face. Liberate the World. Ooh, a stamped card. That's sweet. Lunia the Lyre Girl. Awesome artwork on a pretty cool stamped card. Not a great card overall. Ooh, Melfi, successor of Sacred Wind. And then we got Last Vampire and Hazard. Alright, so which one's better? I'm gonna go with Melfi. I mean, this is a cool card, but it doesn't really see play. It's full art, even looks really nice, but I actually run a 4 of Melfi in my Wanderer Elves deck. And it's actually a pretty good card. It's 400 for 1 of any and 1 wind. And it says, rest 2 recovered elves you control, produce 1 will of any attribute. And so you can, like, turbo out a bunch of elves and then rest them to make more will, to put more elves into play, and then rest them to... You can, like, kind of go off with this. So, Melfi is a great card. So, I'm going with this one. Alright, the final pack for today will be the Battle for Ataraxia. Alright, so we got the Spectating Magician, Protection of Alice, Gathering of Fairies, Flame Soldier of Volga, Messenger Familiar, probably the best card so far. I'll just kind of set that there. We have the Dummy-Doll, Avalon, which fantastic artwork. We have the Oberon, Midsummer's Night King Oberon is the rare. I think the Messenger Familiar is better. It actually sees play. We got the Light Magic Stone, and last but kind of least, Snapping Lion. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the Messenger's Familiar. You can, like, tutor up 12 Apostles, and there's some, like, 12 Apostles, Lapis Sea decks that use them, and nothing else in here really sees any play, so, yeah, going with this one. Alright, so which cluster won? Let's take away the obvious choices. These all obviously did not win, and to keep it a little fair, let's say these two and these two, but remember, we are trying just to pick a single card out of all 4 of these, so I don't think Familiar of Holy Wind or Artemis, you know, is gonna win. Familiar Holy Wind is a good card, but it's not quite as powerful as these, and there are replacements for this. Artemis is definitely the best non-banned card. So if you're gonna go with like non-banned cards, Artemis is definitely the best one here. And then we are down to Pumpkin Witch and Levitine. This is actually an incredibly hard choice. Pumpkin Witch is a ridiculous card. Absolutely ridiculous. It's a 300, 800 for 2 of any and a darkness. you don't really care about that. What it does, it says enter each resonator you control against flying and swiftness until end of turn. And this card just makes it so you can play a bunch of Gwybers and then just kill your opponent in one turn. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And especially with like the Croco Shark type strategy, that's why this was basically banned. But Lavatine is just stupid. It's just stupid. I mean, Pumpkin Witch is, you know, amazing and probably one of the best cards in the entire game. But I think I'm going to choose Lavatine because, first of all, it's banned in every format that it's even remotely legal in. It costs 0. That's the big catch here. If it costs like any more than that, I'd probably pick Pumpkin Witch. But the fact that it costs 0, it costs nothing. You just play it for nothing. It gives your J-Ruler swiftness. You can pump your J-Ruler. You can banish a Resonator, which is totally relevant, like banishing dudes. You can banish it to give your dude imperishable. This card is absolutely insane. Like, it's a 0-cost card with like 5 or 6 abilities. It's absolutely nuts, and it makes certain J-Ruler strategies completely broken, allowing you to just smash someone's face in on turn 2 for the win. Like, it's absurd. It's absurd. Lavatine led to some of the worst formats in Forcible history. Anyone who's played for a long time will remember the good old Baja Blast. The current Priscia True Beastmaster had some problems with Lavatine, making her way faster than she should be. Still an okay card, but not as good without the Lavatine. So yeah, I'm picking Lavatine for this episode. Pumpkin Witch is very close, but I mean, Lavatine is just stupid. The 0 cost is just absolutely stupid. So yeah, Lavatine is the winner. Kind of no surprise for a lot of people, I imagine. I can see some people still picking Pumpkin Witch. Like, it's totally a valid option. So, I mean, it's pretty close, but, you know, Lavatine, yeah. And with that, that means the Alice Cluster takes the lead, 3-2. Will the Grimm Cluster catch it up and tie up the game, or will the Alice Cluster maintain its lead? Stay tuned next Saturday for another episode of the Grimm Alice Showdown. If you guys liked the video, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. It all helps me quite a bit, and I appreciate it. Also, quite a bit, regardless of what you do. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Have a good one all, and I will see you later.